isn't it? They both have fantastic pedigrees in this competition. Wigan 18 times cup winners, 1924 the first time they lifted perhaps the most famous trophy in the world of rugby league, and Leeds 11 times winners, but they've got a little more history. 1910 the last time they won this famous old trophy, but 1999 the last time they won it. 13 years they've been there in finals since. I think they've lost 5 of the last 12. But they'd love to win it, they'd love to get there, first step, and Wigan love to get there as well. And it's all up for grabs.
Wow, look at that, the sun's out as well. Nice to see the sun.
Here's Jones Buchanan. His opening stages, really important, setting a platform for the rest of this game. Taken on by Delaney.
Yeah, as I said in the first half, I think it was a great first half. I thought Leeds were exceptional, and only to be 10 points in front at half-time would have been a bit of a shock, because they did dominate that game, but just shows the attacking threats of this Wigan side, and I think they have to pick up the defence. The fringe defence is going to be key in this second half. Hock and Tompkins will be targeting the inside man of both centres. That's what they'll be trying to do.
Tanya Arnold, what news from the touchline?
Well, Sean Wayne has been fairly blunt with his team, said the defence was woeful. They have to tighten up on the tackles. For God's sake, they had a total lack of composure in that first half, and that they said that they were lucky to be within 10 points, and they've got to just step up. Leeds really disappointed that they let in a couple of soft tries, and those 12 points could be crucial. They should have kept on top of the game when they had Wigan on the run, but Brian McDermott happy that they're working hard and doing some of the things they've been doing in training all week, and they've got to keep doing that.
Here comes Hardacre.
And again, a poor finish in that set for Wigan. Good yardage with a kick straight into Hardacre's hands. I think they miss Lulai offensively, but certainly defensively as well, because he makes some big hits.
He's one of the biggest hitters in the game, isn't he?
He is.
Here comes Griffin. There he is on the sidelines at the moment. Injured and out.
Good player. What a player he is.
That's Kirk. He's taken it inside the Wigan half. Sean Lunt's the man at dummy half, on loan from Huddersfield. Burrow, Maguire, Ablett. Can't get the arms free because 2 defenders onto him and putting him down, and that's the 5th. Here comes the last. Burrow spinning it back into Sinfield, and Sinfield sends it high, and Jones Buchanan has gone sniffing after this, but it's gone wide across the field, and Gelling's caught it.
That's a good take, that is, because the sun was in his eyes as well.
There's a rawness about Anthony Gelling, isn't there? Mando side from Sydney Roosters. And he is capable of some very big plays.
Well, these wingers are getting bigger and bigger now, aren't they? Ryan, Hall, Gelling.
There's Finch.
Massive.
Billy Boston, he was a tiny scrap of a player, wasn't he? Here's Tompkins. Away to Lawaki. This is Golding now, looking to stand up Danny Maguire, but Maguire's got his number and puts him down. Charnley now picks up a dummy half. O'Loughlin. Finch. Carmont. Just puts his foot down and tries a little bit of acceleration, but the gap ahead of him closed quickly. On the last, Tompkins back to Finch. Finch will put the kick high. Where's this coming down? Where's this coming down? Hardacre's underneath it. How long did that spend in the air?
What a take, though. Great take, Hardacre, under intense pressure.
But a good kick, because it means that Leeds have got a lot of work here now. 2 tackles.
Just watch this defence now. We're going to switch it on. I wouldn't be surprised if the early kick came in just to relieve the pressure.
Here's Kirk. Wigan defenders working hard here to make sure there are no little offloads, no little slip runs. 4 tackles gone. They'll want Leeds to kick from deep inside, and this is a very good position from Wigan's point of view.
Yeah.
Keeps the options down to the touchline. Sinfield, they try to close him down. Carmont got very close with the dive, but it's a very good kick in the circumstances. Yeah. Charnley has to take his time, picks it up safely, but the chase is on, and he's only up to the 20-metre mark, so great kick and good chase by Leeds.
Yeah, good kick once again, split the full-back and the wingers. Oh, Gelling.
Here's McIlorum. Finch. Sinfield. Up there, the shoulder goes in from Lunt as well.
That's what Leeds fans want to see. Finch taken with the ball in his hands.
Luarki stretching away from Griffin, but there are more there, waiting just behind. It's Farrell. Who's he going to pass to? McLaurin. Spun away to this left-hand side, and Hawk puts the ball under his shoulder. Little offload back to Finch. Finch spinning across that line. Oh, it's a dangerous ball. Farrell's knocked off. Maguire has it out across the Hall. Hall tries to step past Charnley. Charnley and Harrison Hansen do the job.
They're not going forward, are they? That's the thing. They're not going forward. They're just offloading ball.
Slowing it down. Burrow now.
Big chance for Leeds now. Good field position from that turnover ball.
Sinfield off to Burrow. Sean Way can only look on. He's had his say at half-time. Now he's hoping his team can respond, but it's Leeds who are in prime position just at the moment. This is Lunt. Burrow. Jones Buchanan. 10 metres away, and still tackles in the bag. A couple of tackles left here. Lunt again. Sinfield puts it onto Ablett. Ablett tries to urge his way through, but he's held up.
Good angle by Ablett there.
Here comes the last. It's going to be from dummy half, but Wigan's defenders are going to keep Lunt at bay.
Yeah, good dart there. Very explosive out of the play of the ball.
Wait!
Well, he wasn't far, was he? He wasn't far away. Held up over the line. In fact, that's why the play of the ball was 10 metres back.
Move! Wait. Go.
This is Luarki.
I will too. Move! Wait. Yep.
Just a little swing of the arm from Mukarami Luarki. He wasn't happy with something. Here's Farrell.
Third tackle.
The Leeds fans are making all the noise at the moment. Their side leading by 30 points to 10. O'Loughlin. Tompkins. Pushing one away. Has a go at Maguire. Gets it out to Golding. Golding to Charnley. Hauls across there. Just acts as a speed bump, really, as does Burrow, but there are more to make sure that Charnley is going to be held up. Tompkins. Charnley's hurt. Finch. Tompkins. Back to O'Loughlin. Right across the line. They're not going very far forward at the moment. Hawk tries to change that. Gets it away to Carmont. Good handling. Keeping it alive. Carmont now with a step. There's a bit of nonsense going on between Delaney and one of the Wigan players. I think it was Gareth Hawk again. Here comes Finch with a kick.
Surprising.
Just settles things down with a kick to touch that gives Leeds head and feet at the scrum, but only 10 metres from their own line, so Wigan's defenders will be hoping to get on top here.
Yes, as Charnley strapped up. Just feel that, you know, you look at Sean when he's going, they aren't going forward, are they? That's the thing. You see Finch usually in games have a far bigger influence. He hasn't today. And that's what Wigan supporters want to see. Finch, ball in hand with options.
Another front row getting in a bit of a ruckus here.
Michael, cool it.
You've seen this now, like they're all defending in the line. Tompkins is in the scrum, straight from the scrum, a long kick and chase. I know it's on the first tackle, but it does relieve pressure.
Wait! Go.
Here comes Peacock.
Good defence.
Don't forget, another good game tomorrow as well. The second semi-final, live from the Salford City Stadium. Warrington against Huddersfield on air. BBC 2, 5:15. It kicks off at 5:30 tomorrow. Lunt. Jones Buchanan. They were in all sorts of strife just a few weeks ago, Leeds, losing form and losing their place in the top 8, but they've won the last 4. They've got their form there in the league, and they're getting their form in the cup as well. Delaney inside. Oh, there's a hand from McLaurin onto Zerkaneka. The referee says play on, and the try is a good one. McLaurin desperately tried to intercept that, and all he did was push it into the path of Hardacre. It's another Leeds try. Back in the driving seat.
I'd like to see this again because it looked like a knock-on. I'm not sure. The referee has signalled set another 6. Let's see what happens here. Again, it's that man Barrow, goes across, delaying Lee, second row, but he used to play in the centre, cuts inside Hock. Oh, does Maguire knock that on? Let's see, it's definitely...
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
It's both two knock-ons. Well, it's not a knock-on, Makora. He touches the ball, he's going, that is a knock-on.
McIlaurin was knocking it backwards the way he was playing.
He was.
But Maguire seemed to get a hand in there.
Definite knock-on.
But Hardacre's try's given.
Yep, hey, play the whistle again. And if anything, there's been a few decisions that have favoured Leeds. But you need a little bit of luck in the cup run. And Leeds are riding theirs at the moment.
Sinfield puts it over. 4 successes from 7 attempts. 36 points to 20. And all the coaches can do is twitch in their seats, bark out the instructions and hope their players respond. But was this a knock-on?
Oh, clearly. Look where he is as well. Clear knock-on. Gosh, that's a poor decision. And that's what they think of it.
Well, there's about 5,000 video referees wearing cherry and white. But the video referee, his advice wasn't sought.
No.
And Leeds lead by 36 points to 20.
So, move! Hold it! Hold! Go.
3 scores the difference.
3. Move! Back here, boys.
Every
Wait.
time Wigan
Wait.
threatened to get back in this game, the Flower try, the Tompkins penalty just before the break. Leeds have a response. The kick's a good one. Just a little too long.
Yeah. They just got that, haven't they? They've got class players who can turn it on.
Wait there, wait,
Yes,
wait,
you
wait.
have dips in form, but the big game, the big match experience always comes through.
Move!
And Leeds have shown that the last few seasons.
Square.
Tompkins up from dummy half.
Move!
Again trying to make the referee's mind up for him as Sinfield made the tackle.
3. Move! Ready, Gary. Go.
O'Loughlin. A danger of an overlap developing here. Wigan moving out to Golding. Golding now. Charlie on his outside. But good recovery
Good
in defence from Rob Burrow.
Burrow, yeah, brilliant.
Finch. O'Loughlin. A willing runner again here for Wigan. Gets his arms free. Nobody's round him. Nobody wanted it. 6th tackle. So Finch carries it. Throws it out wide. Golding now. Slides it in. Decent kick by him. Hall picks it up off the bounce.
Move!
I don't think that was the right option there. Should have given it. Kept the ball in hand because Ryan Hall had fallen back. He's played well, hasn't he? Hardacre at full back. In because of Brent Webb's injury, of course, but
Came as a
been
winger.
solid.
Came as a winger from Featherstone, didn't he? And we've seen him play a lot of the centres of leg inside Ryan Hall, but moved to full back. Brent Webb injured, so it's forced him there, but it's been a very good move, as you say.
Back here, boys. Wait!
One thing about Leeds, they now know, they've scored all these tries. Their confidence will be high in any, it's opportunity. They'll want to sniff another try out. They know how dangerous Wigan are, but if they keep on scoring, it puts the pressure on them.
Sinfield's kick, out of play it goes. It'll be Wigan's head and feet, but in a defensive position. And we talked about Brent Webb. There he is, and I think we can hear from him now. He's talking with Tanya.
Brent, is this now about Leeds defending?
Pardon, I didn't hear.
Is this about Leeds defending and keeping this tight now?
Well, it's always about defence, but you can't stop attacking. So, we'll take our chances when they come, and got that last try.
Young Zach Hardacre's doing pretty well in your position, isn't he?
But he's been fantastic the whole time I've been out, so I might struggle getting back in.
Right, you'd like him to get there and give yourself a chance, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely. So things look good.
Good luck, cheers.
Cheers.
Move! Wait!
Here's Tompkins. As Wigan look to do the hard yards again.
Yeah, but I think Leeds forwards have beaten them in the hard yards today, They haven't had that go forward just to give Finch the platform that he's used to.
This is Farrell.
4. Release!
He's a good player, isn't he, Liam?
Yeah.
Lima driving it in now. Over the halfway line. But that was the fit, so here comes the lads. McAlorum. Tompkins driving the kick downfield, hoping to drive Leeds backwards, but off one bounce, it's into the arms of Hardacre. Runs it back and welcomed by Lee Mossop and put down.
And he'll be happy taking the ball outside the 20. No, their kick and chase have been a little bit better as well.
Move! Liam, come on, get his 10. Where in? Go.
Young Stevie Ward on the field, the number 25 who we've just seen, the man they call Kevin, because we reckon he's the next Kevin Sinfield. It's a big reputation to live up to, isn't it?
It is.
Especially when the first Kevin Sinfield's still out there. Here comes Ryan Hall.
Move!
Rob Burrow. Up and away. Keeps them guessing. And then
5 away!
takes a thumping challenge from McAlorum.
Up in the air it goes.
On the 6th, Sinfield spinning it end under end. Tompkins underneath it, keeps his eyes on it.
Well played. But you note the difference between the Leeds chase and the Wigan chase. Little things, good tackle.
Well, the Leeds fans are off their seats at the moment and cheering every bone-shaking tackle that's going in here. They're already celebrating.
I think it's a bit early yet.
Keep your shirts on, lads.
Yeah.
Just keep your shirts on. Here's Carmont.
Again, the extra man there.
Farrell pops it over the top. Gelling.
4. Move! Back in.
Very lateral, aren't they, Wigan? That's the thing. Very lateral.
Lima
5 away!
trying to make them a little more direct, but stopped on the 40-metre line. So on the 6th tackle again, they have to kick. Finch blasting it away. Hall's underneath it. Hardacre's underneath it. Big shot from Ryan Hall. This is mine, son. I'm going to have a go. Here he comes. Hits them back. And Golding with the tackle. Robbie Hunter-Paul, thoughts so far?
I've got to say this, the Leeds backfield is absolutely fabulous at the moment. The defence is actually forcing Wigan to keep the ball alive, kick the ball high, and so the backfield can get the ball on the run, and they're able to do exactly what they're showing at this point in time. Create holes, get the Leeds on the front foot, and keep punching holes into this Wigan line and keep turning them around.
Here's Burrow. Dragged down by Mossop. Lunt away to Peacock. Again, Peacock just driving it in there. Just the honest hard work down the middle. Now the fancy dance, you do your work. Sinfield with a kick. It's an interesting one. It's caught by Chandler.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure about that kick. I don't think Sinfield was as well.
Here's Golding. Still over 20 minutes to go, so we know how quickly a game can change. The three-try lead disappears in the blink of an eye.
Good run there by Jack Hughes. That's what you want to do. Go forward first.
Was Finch. Carmont has got Hock to his left, but he's going to go inside to Tompkins. Farrell. Farrell's throw, almost. Abley just got a hold of his ankle. Here comes McAlorum. Tompkins now. Little chip over the top. Chased by O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin on the bounce. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And O'Loughlin's in at the corner. And Wigan state their case again.
Well, they need it again. The luck this time favours Wigan. The bounce of the ball just sits up O'Loughlin. Great chip. O'Loughlin, superb chase. They're back again. Just watch the inside runner, the bounce of the ball, never giving up on it. That's a very good finish.
Really well read here by Sean O'Loughlin, wasn't it? Because I think Tompkins was kicking for himself there, wasn't he? But yeah. O'Loughlin knew there was an opportunity.
Yeah. It's always better to kick with someone else because, you know, the one who's kicking it will get stopped or blocked. But you can't stop everyone. O'Loughlin, inside support, lovely bounce.
He's 4 out of 4 so far today, isn't he, Sam Tompkins?
It's his toughest kick.
Well, there's a competition in terms of which set of fans can out-sing each other at the moment. Big kick here. 12 points the difference at the moment. 2 tries, 2 goals brings them level. Kicks this, 2 tries, 2 goals would give Wigan a lead. So they have to take everything they can. They put it wide though, he's put it wide. So 36-24,
yeah.
It remains. Still a job to do for his side, despite that try he's just scored.
There we are, the chip. He's blocked off by Ablett. Good support, good finish. Extra time? What do you think?
Well, it wouldn't be unprecedented, would it? That 2003 final that we were talking about earlier, Leeds St Helens, that went to extra time. That was a high-scoring affair. It was a day when a young Danny Maguire made his mark. He scored a couple of tries that day, didn't he? And then, if memory serves, he missed the final. 9 years ago. Good heavens. Where does time go? Wigan bringing it forward again here, looking to add a little bit of menace. O'Loughlin, Finch.
That's the play they're looking at.
Offloads to Tompkins. Tompkins away from Ablett, but Ablett never gives up and drags him down. McAlorum now picks up. It's going to be driven forward by Jim Lehman.
There we are. Better yardage this time, very quick play of the ball.
O'Loughlin, Mossa, Delaney with a tackle.
This will go up again.
On the 5th, here comes the last. Finch chipping to the corner. Breakers across efficiently enough.
Yeah.
He's been driven back, he's been held, he's held.
I think the pressure is on there. This is now a good defensive effort by Wigan needed. But again, I prefer to see that, you know, it's a swirling wind, isn't it? So put the ball in the air for these full-backs.
Well, only now, all the Leeds players back behind the ball. There's a reminder of the red button forum. Rugby League at bbc.co.uk, the emails, and hashtag BBC Rugby League on Twitter. But look how Leeds are being penned here, just so close to their own line. They have to take these risky offloads. Bailey drives it in. But Wigan's defence on top just at the moment.
Yeah, you've got to scoot from the ball, play the ball here.
Delaney. So that's tackle 5. And they're still short of the 20. So Sinfield needs a big kick, gets it away.
Well, now then, he'll take the ball. Ooh.
Tompkins picks it up back to Charlie. Charlie will be somewhere near the halfway line when he's finally put down.
Oh, well,
and then it's carried back. Wigan's turn to be slow behind the ball. It's a contest that is taking it out of them all at the moment.
And as Ian Millwood said, you know, defences will be stronger because players will tire. It'll slow down a little bit.
O'Loughlin. Here's Finch. Oh, it's a difficult one for Gelling, and it's out of play. Another mistake, and we've seen how often these mistakes have been punished. Head and feet for Leeds at the scrum.
Not happy, is he? That's a poor pass by Finch.
8 errors made now by Wigan. Here's Callum Watkins. He's a fabulous talent, just needs a run.
Yeah,
all his injuries. Now Peacock. 17 and a half fascinating minutes still to play. Stevie Ward's put down. Robbie Burrow stands and waits at dummy half. Ryan Bailey's missed. It comes to Maguire. Maguire puts it onto Sinfield, who got an inside runner from Hardacre, but they were expecting it and they were there in numbers. So 2 to go in this set. Leeds on by Luluai, blasting it forward. Wigan's defenders hanging on.
Up he goes.
What do they produce here? Sinfield's going for a drop goal. It's a terrific strike for Kevin Sinfield, and tactically absolutely spot on. It's now a 3-score game. Wigan have to score 3 tries to win it from here.
Great kick. Top 2 inches, nothing else on. Pulling between the posts. Lovely, lovely kick.
Always thinking, always cool, and so often producing the goods. Kevin Sinfield, 37-24.
And also now, the clock They'll have one eye on the clock, Wigan.
Surrender!
I think we're going to hear from Brian Noble, who's with us today, of course. Brian Noble, what do you make of all this?
Well, I think Leeds are playing particularly well, and I think being orchestrator-in-chief is Rob Burrow, with Kevin Sinfield as his master tactician. That's a great play at the end there, and they're very direct in and around the ruck, which has been troubling Wigan. And alternatively, Wigan are trying to pass around Leeds at the moment, where perhaps they'd still be patient enough to stick around the ruck to get themselves an opportunity to execute their skill properly. But Leeds look strong here at the minute.
Oh, here comes Ablett. Ablett to Maguire. Can't keep it in. Burrow can't dive for it. Picked up by Tompkins. Play on, says the referee. Tompkins is away. Almost. Almost. Back came Stevie Ward to make the tackle. Golding down the middle. So it's Hall.
Good tackle.
Wait. Go.
Yeah, I agree with Brian. You just feel that Wigan are trying a little bit too hard. You know, they've lost that little bit of composure.
How much does that drop goal just kick the stuffing out of them?
It does a lot, let me tell you.
The key thing of that, he never looked as though it was being set for a drop goal, did it? It wasn't obvious. Sinfield running it wide and popping it over from an angle. Here comes Hawk.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the game a lot, has he, Hawk? And he has been on fire.
This is the last. Sixth tackle. Finch spins it away to O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin puts it high. Hauls the man who's underneath it, plants his feet, then follows it with the eyes.
And again,
Jumps, good take.
No challenge whatsoever. You've got to challenge for the ball. If you put the ball in the air, you have to challenge, because a player, you know, of that calibre, Hall, is not going to drop it. You've got to get your hand in there or anything. I just sense that Leeds can sniff that Wembley final. They all want the ball. They're all carrying it. It's a simple game plan. They will get the yard and then Sinfield will step in.
Here's Maguire. Lovely dancing feet from him, but equally good response.
Yes.
In defence from Jack Hughes.
There he goes in the corner. Stop.
Is it going to hold? No, it's not.
Doesn't really matter. They'll set the defence on the 20 tap.
They've got to get on with this to Wigan. Leeds can just hold it stable. 13 and some minutes to go. 3 scores the difference. Here comes Gelling.
Wait. Go. Get offside.
McAloran. Here's Finch. Oh, Hughes.
Good ball.
Wonderful ball by him. Tompkins struggling to get up there. Hughes is going to go on the outside of Hardacre. Very good tackle by the fullback to get in there, to hold his man, to dislodge the ball.
Is that the chance? Is that the one chance that they had? What the tackle by Hardacre. As we mentioned earlier, does the bust, offend, and then decides. You can't see Tompkins on the inside. He is never going to get on the outside of the fullback. He's had a great game.
Time's off.
So Leeds will take their time here.
Wait
Hawk
there.
had the run around of Hardacre in the first half, didn't he? But he was certainly going to make sure that Jack Hughes wasn't going to get it past him then.
Move. Okay, come in, Lee. Come on. Go.
It's an unforgiving tempo. Remains high in intensity and high on adrenaline. 2 sides fighting for the ultimate prize, a place at Wembley Stadium, the Challenge Cup final.
Move. Wait, he's got his arm
The oldest, the most glittering of rugby league prizes, and at the moment it's Leeds who are 1 step away.
Move. Keep going, Michael.
Burrow.
Offside, Lee.
Off he goes with a scamper.
Fine, play ball.
Sinfield. This is the last, so Maguire will put the kick downfield again. It's looking for no more than just putting Wigan on the back foot. If it holds up, that's a real bonus. It hasn't. It's a tap back on the 20. Wigan want to get on with it quickly. They'll have to wait for the referee, who's there now. So here comes the tap. Wigan trying to bring it free.
Good defence again.
What a performance this has been by Leeds so far today. Hawk offloads in desperation.
Surrender.
There's Lima going nowhere.
Move. Go.
O'Loughlin. Finch. They'll keep going here. Charnley.
Move.
There have been moments of controversy. Moments when Wigan will feel the referee's decision was very much against them. There have been mistakes, but take nothing away from the side in blue and amber, who so far have done the job. But there might yet be a response from Wigan.
Plenty of time, they scored again, plenty of time.
Finch going for the gap, closes up, got the arm away. O'Loughlin's there too. Where's my support? Back it goes to McAlorum. Out now, across the line, Tucson to Golding. Golding hands off Burrow, out to Charlie. Charlie with a step back on the inside. Leeds defenders scrambling around him.
Yes.
That was the 5th, 5 yards away. This is the last. And it's slow, it's very slow. So Sinfield comes out of the line quickly to close O'Loughlin down.
Numbers.
This is Lima. Now it's Tompkins. Tompkins! He's been able to get it away. Ward catches with the intercept, and that just about sums it up. Wigan so close. Leeds desperately hanging on.
Another superb tackle by Hardiger. You think he's in? What the tackle!
Well, all the talk before the game was about one full-back, but I tell you, it's another full-back who is catching the headlines at the moment.
Yeah.
Zach Hardaker, not just for his running, but his defensive stint at times in the second half.
Well, he's had 2 try-saving tackles in the space of the last 5 minutes.
Here comes Burrow, little bit of open field. Rob Burrow's through it. They're trying to get up there in support. Burrow runs. Tompkins inside out. Hurls it out to Ryan Hall. Hall's going for the hat-trick. Hall for the corner. What a recovery by Charlie. What a recovery by Charlie. At the very least, this is a double movement. I think he got a foot in touch anyway. I'm pretty sure it won't be a try.
Well, there's one try you thought was going to be scored by Tompkins. That Leeds try should have been scored. He looked at the difficult option. Old Burrow, after all the hard work, he had his partner, Danny Maguire, on his shoulder. Should have given it. Let's see.
Well, his arms hit the ground there,
Yeah.
and the man's got to him, so it's got to be a double movement, hasn't it?
And he's in touch.
He's reached out again. He's reached out again.
Well, he's in touch anyway.
Yeah,
What a tackle! But the option was to give it to Danny Maguire. Danny Maguire was on his shoulder.
This was a break and a move that had everything that was good about rugby league, wasn't it? We'll watch it again in a minute. We've got to get this sorted out first. Now, is he out of touch? Is he out of play? Yeah, there. Yeah, he's out of play before he touches it down, isn't he?
Well, it's either going to be a penalty or a touch, isn't it? For double movement or a penalty. The way the decisions have gone against Wigan, though, that could be a try.
Shake of the head from Ryan Hall. You feel they should have scored there, and Brian McDermott knows that his side are probably still going to Wembley, but this would have made absolutely certain had he scored here. And a big sigh from the Wigan supporters, who felt that this was already certainly no try, but the fact that we're having a look at another replay, which we're seeing on the big screen here in the ground. Well, the leg might just be up in the air, but surely there's a double movement here.
Again, these are one of those calls that...
Oh. Here we go. Here we go. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? No try, penalty.
Yeah,
well, he's given it for the double movement.
Yes.
We've watched the whitewash.
So what's the point of that?
But it's been given for the double movement.
But, you know, he should have given it to Danny Maguire. Fantastic break.
But that had everything. Robbie Burrow's break down the middle. The ball out wide was super. Ryan Hall for the corner, and Charlie's recovery in defence, saving the try.
It was amazing.
Fantastic. This was it. This was it.
Just watch. Here he goes. But just watch Danny Maguire. He steams up. Look, just watch him. There's the pass. What a great tackle this is, though. What a fantastic tackle.
Fantastic. Oh. In a semi-final that's already had loads, we've just seen utter class.
10 metres!
37-24. 9 minutes left to play. What else can they give us? Well, that was a mistake. Leeds have it back. Sinfield.
Soak it up. Soak it up. That's all they've got to do is soak it up now. Can they score 3 times in 8 minutes when they get the ball?
Ryan Bailey.
Yep, 3.
Sean Wayne can't believe what he's watching here. Really can't believe it. But Leeds really have fronted up. Sinfield.
Line, Jack.
This is Burrow. Kirk. Maguire. One dummy. Then it goes wide. Watkins. Trying to put the step on Carmel, but Carmel squaring up to him. Maguire down the blind side. Jones Bishop with a chip to the corner, but he can't get there. Here's Hughes.
Move! Ready. Go.
Golding. Lima.
Move! Ready. Wait, go.
Finch. This is Hawk. Manages to spin it away to keep the options alive here. Taken on by Mossop, but taken in by two Leeds defenders. 7.5 minutes remaining.
Well, that's it. The clock is there. Oh, great
Hawk
angle.
striding into it. Tompkins to his left. Here comes Hawk. Tompkins
Great
going to
tip.
take it. Takes it in, runs it away. And another wonderful recovery in defence from Watkins.
It's been amazing team effort.
Carmel throws it out. Not backwards. Still alive. Back to one. When eventually it's dropped on by Ben Flower. So the tackle count starts here again.
What a tackle again.
This is the first. Finch throws it out. Hughes. Golding. Charlie will score.
What a score.
Charlie's over. A hint of a recovery here from Wigan. Just enough time. 37-28. Kick to come.
Quick
Two more of
conversion.
those needed.
Yeah, quick conversion now. What a break again. Hawk, what an angle by Hawk. Splits the defence. Great support by Tompkins. But just watch, because the ball is behind Tompkins, just gives that opportunity for Callum Watkins to get at him. But then they move to the other side. Great hands, Golding, try.
37-28. Here comes the kick. What do the flags say? No, in a way, it doesn't really matter. Because they still have to score 2 tries, Wigan. That will be the target. This is absolutely breathtaking here today. Absolutely breathtaking.
Great game.
His heart will be thumping. Everybody's heart's thumping because there are 6 minutes left to play. Enough time for the miracle recovery, and Leeds know that. Leeds know that they've got to keep their concentration. Wigan know they've got to keep their hope, keep their belief. It all boils down to this next 6 minutes. Lima blasts it in. Steve McNamara, like the rest of us, guessing as to what's going to happen next.
Well, they need to score very, very soon.
Finch to Tompkins. Tompkins along the line. Oh, that's the interception by Ben Jones Bishop. That would have been the game winner.
First one. Quick, get the scrum. They're all going. Get in there. There's the knock on, yeah. Well, I've got to pick man of the match.
Are you?
What a call that is.
How late are you going to leave this man of the match?
As late as I have to.
Good luck. There's a few candidates. There might be another hero in the making.
Yes.
In the last 6 minutes. Here's Golding.
Move! Wait, Jamie, go.
Tompkins. Carmont.
Move! Lay him on!
Out goes McAloran. This set so important.
Very, very important.
Finch. O'Loughlin. Out of the line comes Watkins. Makes a very good read because Hawk stopped.
Yeah.
Ready.
Wigan will be looking not necessarily for a score here, but certainly to keep the pressure on Leeds at the end of this 6.
5, release!
Mossop's put down on the 5th. Here comes the last. Finch. Well, they're going to run it through hands. Foul back to Tompkins. Forward pass. They're going to carry on charging. All the Rugby fans are up thinking they scored. But they'll have to go down quickly because the referee much earlier had given the forward pass.
He did. Get the scrum down. No, it stopped though. Well. There's the call.
On the 6, so it's a straightforward handover.
Yeah. They'll slow it all down now, Leeds.
Ryan Hall is taking a bit of the responsibility and energy away from his forwards by working that one forward. Kirk to his feet. Sinfield. Jones Bishop. Jones Buchanan. Sinfield kicks away.
What a great kick that is.
Another really punishing kick, isn't it? Absolutely inch perfect here.
What he's saying is, if you're gonna beat us, you've got to do it from 90 or 105 yards. Great tactical kick again by Sinfield.
3.5 minutes left to play. Wigan have to score twice. Leeds simply have to hold on. Gelling threatening the break. They were looking for the penalty there. Finch was convinced that Leeds weren't square at the marker. McAlory.
Wait here, Ryan. Go.
This is Farrell. Stepping. Still going. Liam Farrell. Tompkins on the last. What are they going to do here? Finch spins it along the line. Out to Hock. Hock looking for the outside shoulder. Gets the outside shoulder. Can't get the ball away. He can eventually, but only after the tackle. The handover. And Leeds will have it again here. And 2.5 minutes to go. You'd think that they're very nearly there now.
Yeah.
So you're very nearly there with your decision on man of the match.
It's been very tough, Carl. I think that Zach Hardiger has been fantastic in the second half. And you've had, Rob Burrow been immense all throughout the game. But for his general play, his tactical kicking, he's just been a general, leading them around the field. My Carnegie man of the match is Kevin Sinfield.
This is he, Kevin Sinfield in possession. Well done to him. He's not a stranger to being a big game player on the big occasion of producing the goods when it matters the most. 2 minutes to go, just under. Sinfield with a kick, hits Golding. Now was that played at? Yes, it was. The referee decides. Sean Wayne might just suspect the game is up now.
Yeah, definite. What a fantastic game. You can see 13 points.
Bailey, penalty. And they'll go for goal here, if for no other reason than to slow the clock down. And he knows he's on his way to Wembley again. Last year beaten by Wigan in the final. This year they got rid of that threat at the semi-final stage. Leeds begin to congratulate themselves because as that clock ticks down, they know now it's an inevitable return to the capital.
Oh, it's been a fantastic game of rugby league. I just feel tactically, they've just completed their sets. They're good kicking game, but their execution and the clinicalness they finished those tries has been the difference.
Well, the clock is eventually stopped. The kicker is allowed to take a minute before the referee stops the clock. Frustrating if you're on the losing side, knowing that there's nothing you can do about it. But with 41 seconds left to play, Kevin Sinfield prepares himself for a conversion, or rather a penalty attempt. The 2 points hardly matter.
Yeah,
but that's not what he'll be thinking. Up steps Sinfield, right-footed, over it goes, between the uprights. Ever the perfectionist, the man who's led his side with terrific character and pedigree today. What a performance by Brian McDermott's Leeds Rhinos. They came in as underdogs. They've come out of it as top dogs. Wigan have been humbled.
Yeah.
17 seconds left. too much for Wigan to do in too little time. Here comes the countdown. The Leeds supporters will bellow out these last 5 seconds. Out of touch it's taken. That's the last act of what has been an absolutely fantastic semi-final here. The referee blows his whistle, the hooter sounds. Leeds, the underdogs, are through to Wembley. It's been a 13-year itch since they last won a Challenge Cup final. Is this the year they finally do it? 2012. Is this going to be their time? We'll know in about 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, big game players, big game temperament. They knew they had to be at their best, and they were. Deserved winners. They'll be tough to beat in Wembley. A fantastic game of rugby league, and Leeds worthy winners on this occasion.
Well, we said at the start, history, pedigree tells you that this should be a classic, and boy, has it been a classic. Leeds are at Wembley, well done to them, but they were pushed all the way by Wigan. Leeds 39, Wigan 28.
Well, I'm with Brian McDermott. Brian, how proud are you of that team?
Yeah, I'm just, you know, the staff we've got, Jimmy Laws, myself, Jason, we're just very lucky people because we're in charge of a group of very courageous, brave blokes. I thought that was just a sensational game. I can't take me out after Wigan enough. They kept coming back from the dead, and I thought we had the game a couple of times there, and they kept coming back from the dead, so all respect to Wigan, but I'm really pleased for the players. They were sensational, and a few times in that game we had to just find out about ourselves, and the players did that massively.
You had to dig deep, but you hit them so early. Was that the plan, not to let them get on a roll?
Well, they're such a good team. They're such a good team. Sean Wayne's doing a really good job with them, and we knew we had to be very, very, very good to even compete with them, let alone beat them. So, you know, that wasn't so much an insightful game plan. We got to meet their intensity. But again, the players, they deserve a hell of a lot of credit there. It's just, and I'm not sure what to say. They had to pick themselves up so many times in that game and come up against and resist a lot of what Wigan tried to do to us. The players have been through it this year. Once again, we've been through with the mill. We've had our tough times. We haven't won anything just yet, but we find ourselves at Wembley again. Brilliant.
Yeah, you are going back to Wembley. That must sound nice.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, it's a great occasion, one of the best occasions in the world, and you know, we're very fortunate to be there again.
Many congratulations, Brian. Let's bring in the man of the match, Kevin Sinfield, presented with the man of the match award there from Paul Smith from Leeds Metropolitan University. Kevin, many congratulations. You get to go to Wembley again.
Yeah, it's been a tough few weeks, especially after that good idea we got off Wigan last time. We've finally come into some form this last 4 games, but we knew how tough it was going to be today, and you know, I'm stood here with this award, but our pack were outstanding. You know, JP, Kylie, Darryl Griffin, Ryan Bailey, the big guys up front were awesome for us, and they set the platform.
You got off to such a roll, but they came back at you at half-time. Did you think, you know, we've had so much domination, but they were so close still?
Yeah, they're a great side, they're a champion side, and you know, we've won today, but they're still the best team in the competition, so we knew we had to turn up and do something a little bit different, which meant we conceded some points, but thankfully we were good enough in the end, and we're through to Wembley.
You don't have to go back too many weeks to a fan side when you were all looking at each other, looking in the mirror and wondering what was going on, I'm guessing, and here you are, you're off to a Wembley final.
Yeah, you know, we won't get carried away. We've been there before, and we've had our bottom smacked a few times there as well, so. And now we'll go there, we'll do our best. Hopefully we'll take a huge following again. You know, they were magnificent for us again today, and you know, fingers crossed this time.
Congratulations, Kevin. Let's bring on Rob Burrow. Rob, fantastic game from yourself. You look like you enjoyed it out there.
Yeah, really, really enjoyable. You know, obviously semi-finals are always good. To play a team like Wigan, you know, you've got to bring your game, and the boys were outstanding today.
And you've been celebrating with the fans. It means so much, doesn't it, to everybody to be going to Wembley and have another chance?
Yeah, it does. It's evaded us in the past, and we're so desperate to get there and get a win. And we're there. We've still got a big job in hand, but you know, the boys were thrilling today, and we're going to enjoy it.
How much has this competition been a focus for you guys?
It's been a focus every year, but especially this year. After the exploits towards last year, we the World Cup challenge earlier. We know we wanted to get to Wembley and have a dig, so we're there now.
Let's quickly bring in one more guy next to you. Another couple of tries for you, Ryan, and the trademark, just getting the ball in.
Yeah. Luckily I play in a team that gives me them opportunities, so I can just do my best, you know, on the big stages like they are today. I'd like to say credit to my 16 teammates today. I got a bit of a knock just before half time on my leg, so I had no power in it. So I felt like a bit of a passenger, you know, on a sailing ship. So credit to all them 16 other lads who pulled me along with them. So thanks for that.
I have to say, you wouldn't have known it. I mean, defence from all of you guys in that second half, because you knew Wigan were going to come at you.
Yeah, it's we knew we had a feeling before the game this was our, you know, our time again to get to the final. Third time lucky. But hopefully, you know, bring on that Challenge Cup at the end of this year. You know, this time.
Enjoy the celebrations.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, this is going to be a very, very happy place for the next half an hour or so. Leeds Rhinos celebrate a stunning victory. The first half was what did it for them. 6 tries in the first half. Sensational performance. As for Wigan, heartbreaking, crushing. They tried desperately hard. They didn't get any of the calls in terms of the referee's decisions. There's been an awful lot to discuss on that as well when we go to Red Button for the forum in a moment or two. But 39-28, the final score. And for that group of players, for Kevin Sinfield, for Danny Maguire, for Rob Burrow, all of them having come up together, you sort of feel the Challenge Cup is the one thing that's missing.
Well, it's the old guard came to the fore today, didn't they? Jamie Peacock led from the front, Kylie Luluai. I thought Leeds forwards were immense around the middle. It gave them a platform to Rob Burrow just absolutely ruined Wigan around the ruck, and Kevin Sinfield with his kicking game on the back of it. You know, the second half closed up a whole lot tighter, didn't it? You know, we had a couple of decisions, you know, the Maguire try there, you know, was it or wasn't it? You know, the one where the referees, was it a knock-on from Danny Maguire or wasn't it? It was 9-8 in the second half, so we saw a different but no less exciting second half.
No, it was great. It's so and how cool is Kevin Sinfield under pressure to go for the drop goal, to turn it from a 2-try difference into a 3-try difference?
Well, that's what experience is, and that's what's important now. And they've won the Super League titles, but the Challenge Cup's always been there for them. And keep in mind, we keep on talking about the Challenge Cup for them. The job's not finished yet. You've still got to play the winner of either Warrington or Huddersfield will play tomorrow. Yep. But I like the way they started positive. I like the way they started Burrow, who normally starts on the bench. Well, he was outstanding the way he probed around the ruck. They really got Wigan on their heels, where Wigan and normally advance and really gang tackle you. They didn't have that. And I was a bit worried in the second half there for a while, Leeds. I thought they were going to shut up shop, 4 rucks, kick. When they got back playing with Burrow around the rucks, they looked really good.
Well, as you say, it's Warrington or Huddersfield. We'll be showing that match tomorrow, 5:15 from BBC 2. And if you want to come to the final at Wembley at the end of August, then there are plenty of tickets available. Obviously, it's after the Olympics finish, and we'll give you all the details for that as well. When we switch now to Red Button, more interviews to come, reaction from Wigan as well, because it's Leeds who are through to the Challenge Cup final. Can they win it this year? We'll see you tomorrow at 5:15 or on the Red Button now.
A regular fall-in with Dad's Army here next on BBC 2.
The Olympic Games. Wherever you are, never miss a moment with the BBC. Starting on the 27th of July.
Dr. Rosina Ali is a plastic surgeon, and she's getting underneath the science of skin.
How old do you think you look?
Where's the box of tissues?
You've got more fine wrinkles on the right side of your face than on the left.
To discover how to fight the signs of aging.
That's the cornea coming off.
Without going under the knife.
One of the most intriguing developments is being an Earth under the waves. Maybe glycans can reach the parts other cosmetic creams can't.
Horizon, the truth about looking younger, Monday the 23rd of July on BBC 2.
I'm sure we've all seen the press coverage over the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Graham? Yeah. What?
No one's bought any tickets to like women's football.
No. So Siobhan, I mean, what I
No, totally.
is, no, I feel that this.
Cool.
You know, I think this.
Yeah.
Can I just finish?
No, sure.
Back for one last lap. Award-winning 2012 continues Tuesday at 10 on BBC 2.
from Richard II to Henry V, continuing our Shakespeare season. The Hollow Crown, part 3 of the series in half an hour.
My life, they've been always good to me, so I would like to thank Mr. Wenger, the players, the fans, and for all their help, technical staff, people involved with Arsenal, because as I said, they've been always great to me, and I look back on a positive note to the last 8 years.
I think we've a great combination of strikers now, and that has encouraged me. It'll be difficult for me, but it's better that the whole team enjoys the success because you've added another great player, rather than worrying, or them worrying too, about whether they're going to play or not.
We're all in it together. Is that, of course, I love to play with Wayne Rooney. He's like I've said many times before, he's a world-class player. He's all round. I always look, when I look at players, I like to see that the player can adapt in every single game, and Wayne Rooney can do that. He can score a lot of goals, he can make assists, he can play for the team, he works hard, so he's a world-class player for me.
United aren't just buying goals. No one has created more goals than Van Persie in the Premier League since August 2008. He's got 33 assists. 3 other Manchester United players make the top 8. Nani is joint second with 32. Ashley Young, he's created 31, while Ryan Giggs has 30 assists. Paul Merson thinks Arsenal are now no longer title contenders.
Last season it was Fabregas and Nazari. This season it's Van Persie. I think their last four top players have gone, and I just think now they need to get in the top 4. The shame with Arsenal, I don't think they're a team that are looking to be title challengers. I think they've got to make sure they got in the top 4. But I fancy them to get in the top 4 this year. I didn't last year. Bought good players. The lad from Malaga's a top draw player, and Podolski, you don't play 100 odd times for Germany if you're not a good player. So they've got the good players, but losing Van Persie is a massive blow.
Paul Merson will also feature in a new programme on Sky Sports tonight called The Fantasy Football Club. The programme will feature special guests, interviews, tips, teams and tactics.
I've never done fantasy football before in all my time, and it's an idea, and we do our teams, and the points have changed. You get points for 60 completed passes, which is a good idea, and people who make so many tackles get points, which someone like Tiote, who's a good player, people probably wouldn't put him in because he probably gets booked, but he will make more tackles than anybody else. So, yeah, it's just, and it's good because everybody is against everybody else, and we'll just see. I mean, I'm sure I'll do better than what I did when I was manager at Walsall. I'm sure I will.
You can see the Fantasy Football Club on Sky Sports 1 HD from 10 p.m. Fenners and Merson joined in the studio by Team GB boxing bronze medalist Anthony Agogo.
Now, Ali McCoist has denied a charge that he brought the game into disrepute when he demanded to know the names of the men on the SFA panel that decided to punish Rangers. The club's chief executive, Charles Green, is also facing a charge after he accused SPL clubs of bigotry.
I can't speak for Charles, but I know Charles is obviously putting a response in today as well. But certainly from my own point of view, I'll be fighting the claim that I brought the game into disrepute. So I think it's August the 30th the case will be heard.
How important was it for you that was the case, that you did kind of stand up for what you said and why you said it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think it was very important at that particular time. There was nobody really standing up for the club at all. So I just felt, in the position I was in, I didn't have any other option than to speak out for the club, and I stand by it, really, to be honest with you.
Well, Celtic are facing an injury crisis ahead of their Champions League playoff against Helsingborg on Tuesday. Celtic go to Ross County tomorrow, and Neil Lennon is adamant that he won't gamble on any players.
I've got about 11 out. Twardzic, obviously Dylan.
What's Twardzic? Can we go through?
Yeah, Murphy, Stokes, Bangura, Ibrahim, McCourt, Brown, Forrest, and Hooper's a doubt as well. We're hoping that we'll have a bigger and more vibrant squad going into the game on Tuesday. But for tomorrow, we might draft in a couple of younger ones, but I'll still have a strong team going out there tomorrow.
Well, no Old Firm match in the SPL this season, but Sunday sees the first Dundee derby in the league for 7 years. Dundee replaced Rangers in the SPL after finishing second in the First Division last year.
It's a good thing for the league, I think, as well, having a derby game like we have, a full house, look good on TV. We all obviously want 3 points, as the other team do as well. So, but I think the fans are all looking forward to it because it's a friendly rivalry between the clubs. You know, they all go for a pint before the game together, and then they go to their respective ends, and then they go back again and have a bit of a chat after the game.
Well, there was a preview of the derby where 2 players from each team had a game of table football. That looks exciting. Dundee United won